Claim should be very clear and concise. I'm repeating again and again. Should be supported by description, and the principal claim should define all the technical features, and preferred features may be given in the subordinate claim, that is called dependent claims. Just we will see an example. We will see an example how a small invention can be converted into a complete specification. Can be converted into complete specification. For example, we have an invention called table. So far table was not there. So far table was not at all there. And we have the prior art. The prior art is nothing but the related patent document. Related patent published document. Granted patent or published document. It may be a rock. So far rocks were used for sitting or placing the article or for taking rest on that. But the inventor has found out the table. But the table may have, it may be having 3 legs or 2 legs or whatever it is. So this is an example, that is small example, very primitive also. But to make it understand, it would be easier for you to have how the drafting can be done. So what can be the title? It may be simply a table, you can name it, or an apparatus for placing articles. The rock was not, an apparatus for placing articles. So that is also can be given. So that's what I am telling you. In title should be very clear. If any person skilled in the art, even if he is not an inventor, even if he is not from that particular field, any skilled person, if he is able to understand your invention through title, that is well and good. So the title should reflect in such a way that the entire invention can be given properly in the title itself. An apparatus for placing articles. The other way of defining the title, an apparatus with 4 legs and a flat top. And a flat top. Table will have a flat top, right? The rocks will not have any flat tops. That is the reason why the inventor has gone to the flat top apparatus. An apparatus with legs. So previously the title says the 4 legs. Here he is not mentioning about the legs. It may be 3 legs also. And a flat top. The flat top is a necessary thing. So this is a title. So we have come out with a title. Similarly, you can come out with any other possibilities of title, but that describes the invention properly. That describes the invention. And description of the table. An apparatus with legs and a flat top. This invention related to the background of the invention or values is related to the field of furniture. And keep on writing on that. Rocks are presently used to place articles like food items. Fine. And we are using the rocks. We are in the primitive where the rocks were used for placing the articles like food items. But the rocks are not stable and they are heavy. We cannot carry it. It is very not conducive, flexible. They are not smooth also. And it may roll off. The articles which is placed on the rock may fall down. But in the case of table, that kind of difficulties, the drawbacks of the related patent art, the drawbacks of the The drawbacks of the rock, the patent document. Suppose the rock has been already granted patent or published, that difficulties has to be. That difficulty has to be alleviated, and the objectives of the invention is an apparatus for placing articles which is smooth, lightweight, and which do not roll off. It should not roll off, so that the articles can be kept without any disturbance. Accordingly, the present invention is an apparatus comprising legs, smooth top surface attached to the legs. So you are just describing again and again. This is not like the computer education look alike. So you should keep on writing again and again. Draft it again and again. Think about what are the different features, how it can be used, how it can be described, and how it can be modified, how it can give you technical advantage. So you should think in that way, and then come up with the technical jargons or technical words or expressions and just gambling of words. I mean, writing again and again in a different way, in a different way of expression that gives you the complete picture of your complete specification, the description of the complete specification. Hence, the objectives of the invention is an apparatus for placing article which is smooth, light, and which do not roll off. Accordingly, the present invention is an apparatus comprising legs. So, you are just coming to the specific nature of your invention. It should have legs and smooth top surface and attached to the legs. It should be attached to the legs. Then comes the detailed description. What are the materials used? How the material has to be shined or properly fabricated? How it should be attached? And what is the length, breadth, preferred embodiments? Whether preferred embodiments relates to whether it should have 4 legs or 3 legs. So that should be properly given. And the respective drawings also should be given. If any drawing should be given properly. So these are the things which can make you to understand how to draft a complete specification with related to the apparatus with the legs and the flat top. Claim part. Coming to the claim part. How will you claim it? How will you claim? So we have a description. Suppose this description goes with 30 pages or more than 30 pages. Any number of pages you can write. Any number of things you can write, but related to your own invention, not deviating from the scope of the invention. If you are deviating from the scope of the invention, we are writing blah 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 like an answer sheet, like writing an answer sheet in the university question paper. So you can write it, you can file it in the patent office, but the patent office will look into that, search it, and then they will cancel it, and then you will not get the proper protection for your own invention. So it is better to have the specific details of your own invention, specific technical, technological, different embodiments of your own invention, so that even if it is less than 30 pages or less than 10 pages, if you are coming to a conclusion that your invention, the best method of performing the invention lies, then you can get the patent very easily. Description part is over. Next is the claim part. How the claim parts are given? We have given the title that apparatus for comprising at least 1 leg and a top flat surface. And a top flat surface. That is called the principal claim, the independent claim, or a product claim. So there are different categories of the claims. Different categories for the claims. If we have a different categories of applications like ordinary application, PCT international application, PCT national phase application, conventional application, patent of addition, and divisional application. Similarly, the claims also have a different categories of claims: method claims, apparatus claims, product claim, process claim, and system claim, dependent claim, independent claim. So these are the different process claims. These are the different categories of the claims. So here we are focusing on the apparatus comprising at least 1 leg and a top flat surface. Independent claim is a product, directly product is given. An apparatus as claimed in claim 1. This is a dependent claim. I am making dependent on the claim number 1, and I am just elaborating on the claim number 1 in the claim number 2. That is not dependent on claim number 1. Wherein 4 legs are separated. 4 legs are separated, or 4 legs are in a distance. Like that you have to give it. And third one is a process for making an apparatus. A process. Now, this is the another embodiment of the invention. We were discussing the 2 apparatus claims or product claims in the first claim and second claim. And third one, we are coming to the process of for making an apparatus, the process of fabricating apparatus, or process of manufacturing apparatus, the process of manufacturing or facilitating the apparatus to be produced. According to the claim number 1, comprising the step of attaching the legs to the top flat surface. How you are attaching it. So that detailed things you can give it in the independent claim. Now it becomes an independent claim. Now it becomes an independent claim, but depending on claim number one. That dependent on claim number one, that is a thread of Garland. There is a thread of Garland which makes the inventory concept aligned. Example how the drawings can be given. The drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, that is a application number format. The other one is the drawing number, how many drawings or how many pages, signature of the applicant, and the drawings will be given with the block diagrams or the reference numerals. Figure 1, the flat surface, and two legs and the 4 legs and the front view and the top view, like that you have to give in the drawings. Now you can understand that when you file a patent application, these are the required documents. Filing form 1, form 2, that is called complete specification. This is called complete specification. Starting from here, example, the description starts here with the title, the background of the invention, field of the invention, description of the invention, summary of the invention, objectives of the invention, and the statement of the invention, detailed description of the invention, and brief description of the drawings that are also to be given, and the claim part, the claim part, the product claim and the process claim, how the product and process claims are interlinked through a single inventory concept, and then the drawings. Next, abstract. So till that that is called complete specification. That is, we call it as form 2, form 1, form 2. So signature of the inventor should be given in the bottom right corner or bottom left corner of your complete specification. So if you are doing any amendments to meet the requirements of the patent office, you can do any amendments on your application by changing your drawing, by changing the claims, not deviating from the application. By you can changing in the sense the amendments. Amendments can be an addition or deletion or editing. Editing the details, but it should be within the scope of your invention under section 59 of the Patent Act. And in order to get the novelty of objections, I can say that this is not a novelty. This is not having any novelty at all. The Patent Act, which always comprises on 3 Tharaka Mantras, it will act on 3 Tharaka Mantras like novelty, inventive step, and industrial applicability. The novelty of the invention should be given properly. The technical advantage, that is called the inventive step or a technical contribution or inventive step under section 2(1)(j) should be properly indicated in the claim number 1 or the statement of invention and the abstract, the claim number 1 or the principal claim. If it is not properly given, then the novelty objection will be given by the examiner concluder while processing the application, and you have to give the reply, and for that reply, if you are doing some amendments, then that can be considered as an amendment to meet the obviousness of the objections. And if you even if the patent office is not doing not suggesting on that, you can do on your own. That is called voluntary amendments. So with the added subject matter, but that added subject matter should not deviate from your own invention, and it should be related to the specific part of your invention. Under section 59 of the Patent Act will not allow you any kind of deviations apart from the specified things involved in the description. So these things can be done, amendments can be done with the help of Form 13. Form 13, 1(3), with the required fees, 800 rupees, if it is on your name. If you are filing a patent application on your name, then 800 rupees is the fee. If it is on company name or college name or your own, any other MSMEs, the fees is 4 times of your individual fees. So this is the entire process, how your applications is processed. Filing procedure, we have seen the different types of forms, different types of forms involved in filing a patent application, and what are the contents of the complete specification, and a simple example how to draft a complete specification from a rock to table, and what is the procedure involved in filing. You have done what is the procedure involved in the patent office in getting the invention to be registered on your name. Now so far we have discussed is related to only filing, where you can see in the topmost box is the filing. We have completed only the filing. It doesn't mean that we will be granted a patent. So filing, after filing, for filing these application for patent application, these are the documents involved. Form 1, 2, 5, Form 18. That we'll see. Form 18 is called request for examination. You can see that request for substantive examination. And one more thing is, after filing, if you are not filing, your application will be published automatically within 18 months. That is called publication. Your synopsis or abstract will be published in our IP journal, and it will be published in our ipindia.nic.in website. Fine. So, if you need the publication to be done immediately, you should file a Form 9, that is called request for early publication, that is called Form 9. For that, you have to pay the fees of 2,500 rupees if it is on your individual 500 rupees. So after publication, it will be done immediately. I mean, if you are doing it through Form 9 for a request for early publication, it will be done within a month. Within a month, it will be published. Since most of the research scholars and academicians, they are interested in publishing their own work in specific article or specific websites or specific magazines, so that they can get the credit for that. So similar way, this patent office is encouraging the Form 9 thing to encourage the inventors or the individuals or the research scholars to publish immediately. When you give the Form 9 request, that is for request for early publication, by paying the fees of 2,500 rupees on your own. Fine. After publication, you have to give the file. I mean, as an individual, you have to give the request for examination. With the fees of 4,400, 8,800 if it is a company, 4,400 for individual name, Form 18. So within the span of 6 months, if you are see this one, this filing, Form 1, Form 2, Form 5 if it is needed, proof of right if it is needed, power of attorney if it is needed, that can be. And with the Form 9 and Form 18 can be clubbed together, and you can file in a single day itself. No need to wait for this 48 months from the priority date. There is no need for you to wait for the 48 months. Previously, not previously, here also, now also the 48 months priority, from the priority date it is given. The timeline is given for you to develop the invention as a commercial product. So meanwhile, if you are filing all this in patent office, you can side by side, you can parallel, you can develop your own product in the manufacturing sector, or with the research fund, you can develop your product. So side by side, you can do it. But when the processing application will also happen in a similar way. After request for examination, within span of 6 months, we will be issuing the first examination report. It is not FIR, it is called FER. With all objections like inventive step under section 2(1)(j), your invention is not novel. There is no technical step involved, and like this we will use to object, and the signature is not correct, and the disclosure document is not properly documented. So the amendments, whatever you have given to Form 13 is not properly given. Under section 59, the scope of the invention is going out of it. So like this, we used to give all the objections, technical, formal objections to your own invention. You got 6 months time to response. You got 6 months time to response immediately. It was actually 12 months. Now it is changed to 12 months. 12 months to 6 months. Previously it was 12 months. Please correct it. It is not 12 months. It has to be corrected to 6 months now. In order to speed up the processing of application, the stakeholders has given memorandum and the ministry has changed the Patent Act and they have given the ordinance and they passed the ordinance and then they have changed it from 12 months to 6 months. Now we got only 6 months time to give the response for the first examination report, and there is a process called the further examination report also may be given. Otherwise, we will be calling you for a hearing. Without hearing also it may be granted and the grant will be notified within 1 year from the grant. 1 year grant notified in the sense you will be getting a patent certificate and the grant will be notified in the website, and all the documents, all the details of your complete specification, granted details of your complete specification will be notified, will be published in the IP journal, in the website. And from there you got 1 year time for rectification. For 1 year time anybody can go for a post grant opposition. That post grant opposition, it will go for an appeal, we form a board and then we will come to a conclusion whether the post grant opposition is valid or not, and then it may be rejected or it may be allowed. Fine. Similarly, there is a process called pre-grant opposition before the grant of patent, and from the filing of patent to within the grant of patent, any third party without any fees under section form 7A, under the form 7A under section 25(2) of the Patent Act, any third party can pre-grant, go for a pre-grant apply. Pre-grant opposition means that he may be a third party, he may be a competitor for your industry, for your product. He may not be in a position to digest that you will get a patent. So he will be giving some kind of statement of evidence. I mean the documents which are showing that your patent document is not in line with the patent procedure and it has not to be given. So that time we will call both the inventor as well as the opponent. We will call for a hearing and the decision will be taken whether the opposition is allowed or not. And similarly, accordingly the patent application will be processed and we will go to the granting procedure, either granting or refused. If it satisfies all the criteria of novelty, inventive step and patentability criteria like section 3, what are the inventions not patentable, that if the examiner or controller scrutinizes everything, it will go to the patent certificate section. Sorry. So we have these are the different groups. We have sections in our office, recs, which receives your application, and electronic has been done, scanned, and it is loaded in the data server in Delhi, and it is classified whether it is related to atomic energy or defense or purpose or some other purpose. It will be related to, we will be referring those applications to the particular department and they will be giving us the clearance whether we can proceed with the patent processing. Record management and the information dissemination. All the records will be stored here, and whatever the details you need, if you are recurring, then the record management information will give you the respective details. General patent matters with respect to the court cases related thing are dealt by the general patent section. ENG is examination grant section. Examination grant section is divided into 4 groups. Chemistry, 1 group. The related applications which are related to chemistry, that will be handled by chemistry group. And then the biotechnology, microbiology, all these are coming under biotechnology group. Electrical, electronics, computer science, IT related and biomedical inventions are handled by this group, group 3, and group 4 is mechanical and allied subjects. So they will be, whatever the, based on the screening and classification of the invention, if suppose your invention is falling under biotechnology, it will go to this group biotech. That particular examiner or controller will handle it and give you the examination report. And similarly, it will happen to the electrical electronics and the IT related. Group 3 will be handling IT related applications, AI and machine learning subjects also. You can do manual filing by hand or by registered post. No courier is allowed. You can come and pay the fees in person. You can do online also. E-filing also can be done. That is available in your website ipindia.nic.in, for which you need digital signature. Digital signature has to be bought by you. If you are not able to purchase the digital signature, our technical team, NIC team will guide you. If you call the patent office, they will guide you. Or if you call the relevant section, IT section, they will guide you how to get the how to purchase the digital certificate. Since you are all involved in the IT related application, you might be knowing better than us. After getting the digital signature, you can log in and you can upload the documents like Form 1, Form 2, and Form 9 for early publication if needed, and general power of attorney if you are coming through an agent, or Form 18. Upload it and you can wait for some time. You will get the official communication that you have been you have filed a patent application in so and so number in this date. So that is the reference number for you till you get the patent number. So while you are doing filing, you are an inventor. While you are getting the after processing your application, your LP will be generated. That is called letter patent certificate will be generated. You will be given letter patent certificate. That time will become a patentee holder. Patentee. So this is a screenshot how the online filing works on our application. This is the older one. The new one is redesigned, and new one is working fine with the e-filing thing. Download the client software, upload digitally signed patent application and other documents. You can deposit the fees through payment gateway and generate the print acknowledgement of the application number. So these are different fee structure which is little old. 2 years to 3 years old. Now the fee structure has been little changed. This is the fees I was telling, 1,750 rupees if you are filing a patent application with 30 pages and 10 claims in person. This is the fees. And there will be 10% reduction when you are doing online filing. Natural person is nothing but the individual inventors when you are filing an individual name. But the other than natural person is the company's name. Hello. Yeah. Sorry. So there is another form called Form 3, which gives the details about the status of applications filed outside India. So that is not applicable when you are filing an ordinary application. Filing Form 6. Form 6 nothing but changing the applicant name or the inventor name. Then it involves the Form 6. It is not coming under Form 13. It is not an amendment. It is a change of applicant or change of inventor. That should be accompanied with the Form 6 with the relevant documents. Suppose if you are adding any document, any inventor, or if you are removing inventor, the affidavit has to be given by the other inventors, whether you are interested to add the third inventor or the fourth inventor or the extra inventor. In Form 18 under Rule 24(1), that is called the request for examination. So 4,400. Is 22,000 for the other than natural person, but the fees will be a little less when you are doing with a startup company. When you are filing a patent application with a startup company. Form 9 for early publication, 2,750 rupees. This is called the amendments I was saying. Form 13, before grant the fees is 880. Any change of name, of address or nationality, or any spelling mistakes or clerical error in your complete specification, or technically if you are changing any claims or modifications in the description, that has to be supported with, accompanied with Form 13 with the relevant fees. So what are the duties of patentee? pay the renewal. You see, after filing it, you are getting your examination procedure, examination report, and you are replying properly, and you are getting it granted. You become a patentee. After becoming a patentee, you have to pay the renewal fees to maintain the patent certificate for 20 years. So each and every year you have to pay the renewal fee till 20 years. Only then your patent document or patent certificate will be valid, or will be technically valid, will be legally valid, and you can enjoy the economic significance. Otherwise, it will be revoked by the patent office. So it will go to the public immediately if you are not paying the regular renewal fees. So you can pay as a bulk for 5 years. First set of 5 years, and the second set of 5 years, and third set of 5 years, and fourth set of 5 years. Like so, that is a time limit given every year till the end of the term. Till the end of the term is 20 years, and you have to give the details of the working of the patents, like whether the invention is workable or not, whether you are, and how much money you are getting the turnover out of it. So all these details should be given properly. Otherwise, the compulsory license may be issued. That is a different topic. Means that if you are not working properly, and if you are charging exorbitant for your drugs patent, then ultimately the Indian patent government or Indian government will, the patent office will take the compulsory license. It will pluck the license from you and give it to somebody else who will be giving the drug patent for the same drug patent at a cheaper cost and for a morality. So can I file abroad? Yes. There are two options to file outside India. First, you file in India and wait for 6 weeks, and thereafter file the application outside India. For that, otherwise you can get the prior permission for filing an application in India outside India. So that is through PCT route, Patent Cooperation Treaty route. So that form should be filed in the form 25 to the relevant fees, and gist of invention should be given, description should be given. That division gist of invention or the description of invention will be checked by or verified by the patent office. If it is related to defense or related to atomic energy, then it will not be allowed to. You will not be allowed to file a patent outside India until the clearance from the defense department and the atomic energy department. So this is the entire structure, structure of PCT system filing outside India. Now we have an international search authority. Suppose it is a route, invention is the object, patent application is filed with the receiving office. That is called local patent office. We have become the international search authority from 2015 onwards, after the introduction of the new IPR policy. So as in India will scrutinize your application if you are filing in the Indian Patent Office itself. After filing in the respective branch offices, within 6 weeks you can file a international search fee in dollars, and you can take the PCT route, transmit the PCT route, or that is called ISA, International Search Authority. From the International Search Authority, you can go to the PCT, Patent Cooperation Treaty, in which some more than 150 countries have become member countries to publish in the international publication, and they will give you the International Preliminary Examination Authority based on the International Searching Authority. If the International Search Authority, like India, if it says that your invention is not novel, is not having any inventive step, then you can amend your application within India itself, and then think of going to the next level, that is called PCT. So this is just an example, and then timelines, how the timelines of the PCT route or using the PC system patenting process outside India. So these are the timelines. 31 months you can wait, and international search, international publication will be done, like the publication we are doing in India. And international preliminary examination will be done, whether your invention is having novelty, inventive step, or multiple inventions are there. So these things will be scrutinized by the International Search Authority, and then they will give you the international preliminary examination, by which you can decide whether you can take the PCT route to enter into that particular nation. The decision on granting of patents is taken exclusively by the National Patent Office. Even if, you can file a patent application in India and take the international search route, and if you are going to the US and file a PCT application there, that Japanese patent application, their patent office system is totally different from India. So the application will be processed based on the Japanese patenting system. And similarly, if you are going for a US patenting system, you have to abide by the rules and regulations. And similarly, when you are coming from US to India through PCT route, you should abide by the rules and regulations by the Indian patent system. Under Section 3, some patents, some inventions are patentable and some inventions are not allowable or not, based on that. So it depends on the individual offices, that is the national case offices, to give the granting of patents. Only inventions may be protected via PCT by applying for patents, utility models and similar titles. But of course, utility patents are not allowable till now in India. If they are changing the this thing, they hello. Design and trademark protection cannot be obtained. Hello? Hello? Is it audible, ma'am?
Yes, it is audible.
Yes. So, design and trademark protection cannot be obtained via PCT route. Only patent protection is given through PCT route. There are separate international conventions dealing with these types of industry protection. The Hague Agreement, Madrid Agreement, Protocol is respectively. That is a very broad chapter. The PCT is administered by WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, and other international treaties in the field of intellectual property such as Paris Convention. This Paris Convention is controlled by the, we have seen the category of convention application. By filing, suppose you are filing a Indian application today, and if you want to enter into the Paris Convention treaty, within a year you have to file a application of the convention countries in the Paris Convention country. Suppose, for example, India and the other country, Malaysia is in the Paris Convention country. If you are filing an invention in India, within a year you have to file if you are interested to file a Paris Convention in Malaysia, then within a year you have to do it. If you are crossing more than a year, then the route will be different. That is through PCT route. File a local application. Typically, a national patent application in their home country or applicant. File PCT application within 12 months. And international search report or written opinion has to be got within 16 months. And one set of fees on language, one set of formality requirements, and legal effect in all PCT states. You have to abide all the rules and regulations what PCT says. International search report and written opinion will be you will be getting in 16 months, and international publication will be done in 18 months, and it is optional whether you need for international preliminary examination or not. If you think that your invention is novel or inventive stuff, you can directly go to the option of international preliminary report or enter into the national case within 31 months from the from the local application. So this is the timeline. So we have started from the intellectual property introduction and talked about the various aspects of IPR benefits, various forms of IPR and how it is used in the researcher, and then what are the different forms used in the filing a patent application. Form 1, 2, Form 3, 5 optional, Form 3 and 5 optional, Form 9 is also optional if you want to have a earlier publication. Form 9 and Form 18. So these are different types of applications we have seen, and patenting filing procedures we have seen. For example, for drafting an application from rock to table. So ultimately, intellectual property it is also coming from the creation of mind. Ultimately, it has to give a profit. IP is nothing but intellectual property as well as intellectual profit. It should be a profit. It should give a profit to the individual as well as to the society, also the researching organization. So with this, I feel satisfied, or I'm not sure about it. I think I've covered everything right from the scratch, from IPR2, IPR, different forms of IPR2, international filing patents. Thank you. Thanks for your patient listening. So, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Raja sir, on delivering this informative session. We are now aware of basic knowledge on patents and documentations required. Like, we request our participants to interact with you. So Dr. ISV Manjula madam wants to
Yes,
interact
ma'am.
with you, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Madam,
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for such an excellent presentation. I'm actually from the field of language and literature. So my query was, do you receive applications from our field, like language teaching for IPR or patency?
Right. Okay. I'm language teaching and language this thing, right? So actually, I have seen, as far as the computer science applications is concerned, recently I have seen the lexical
Huh.
analogy and
Okay.
synonyms. All these kind of related patent applications have been filed, and of course they are not in a position to draft the application in such a way that it may be a patentable subject matter. Actually, the Patent Act Section 3 says that what are the inventions which are not patentable, which have not I have not covered it extensively here. Only the defense purposes and atomic energy I have covered it. But it may be an invention for you. It may be an innovative idea, but it may be related to an algorithm, or it may be a computer program, or it may be a mere scheme or under Section 3 of the Patent Act. So we got some inventions. Several inventions like this are falling under Section 3, and which we are not allowing it. It may be having a novelty feature. It may have having an inventive step. Industrial application will also be there, according to Section 2(1)(j). But the Section 3 says that these are the different types of inventions for patentable. So if your drafting is well and good and fine, and if it is bypassing the Section 3K of the Patent Act, or bypassing Section 3 of the Patent Act, mostly like you may get a patent for that. I'm not sure that I can give you the patent. I can grant you the patent, but it may be possible.
Okay, sir. So it is possible. I mean, I was just wondering whether it is possible or not. So
Yes,
there is a
yes.
possibility, but we need to check through the Section
Yes.
3, you say, of patent.
Yes, Section 3.
Okay,
The
fine.
literary, artery work, topography of integrated circuits, and method of cloning, method of horticulture, method of what is that? Sericulture, agriculture, the method of treatment, frivolous invention, method of mayor scheme, method of playing games, presentation of information. These are things. These are the things not at all patentable subject matter.
Okay. So it should be something concrete, not abstract. That's what you're trying to say,
Yes,
sir?
yes, exactly.
So methods are not acceptable, but some concrete apparatus, as you use that word, we should be able to associate it with whatever we are presenting. Right, sir?
Ideas
Huh.
as such, computer programs as such, per se.
Okay.
We say that the per se is not patentable. If it is given in a technical manner, so what we have discussed in the claim part, that the essential features of the invention in a technological way or in a technical contribution is given, then I can be sure that it may be patentable.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. That was quite some doubt I was having, and I should say that was essentially one of the factors for me to be part of this webinar, which you have cleared so wonderfully well. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, ma'am. And especially to all the participants, based on your query, don't have any kind of double-minded. That is, whether the patent office will accept whether it is a patentable invention or not. Don't have that kind of double-minded thought. You just throw the ball to the patent office. Let them decide, and then you'll get the answer. The thing is, like you will have some kind of experience while filing a patent application process the patent. Fine. You throw the ball to the patent office, let them decide, and you will get the answer for that.
Right, sir. Fine.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So another question drafted. Madam, thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Okay, like there is another question from CSI Secretary Dr. B. Govardhan Reddy sir. Like he is
Yes, ma'am.
asking, can an innovative mobile app claim to be a patent?
Applications, mobile apps are not patentable, but the way if you are drafting it in such a way that if you are drafting it, which involves kind of a network or the hardware involved. Suppose if you are the MI or artificial intelligence things are involved, I think it may be patentable. And recently, the High Court has given a judgment saying that under the pretext of Section 3K, like algorithm, computer program, the patent office should not reject or refuse the patent involving the AI or machine learning concepts.
If a patent application is published as a early publication, can we claim that we are possessing a patent, sir?
You are not possessing the patent. Your application, your patent application is published.
Yes, sir.
It is not. It has been filed and published. So you have the facility that you can say to the your company or to the institute saying that my application is published, not it is registered. After publication, examination procedure is there. That will take them another 2 to 3 years to get a patent certificate.
One more question, sir. Like there are 3 different objects existing for past many years. Can a person claim that if he combines all the 3 aspects and design a new, can he go for a patent, sir?
Yeah, that can be combined, but the desired result should be novel. The desired result or the technical advantage of that combination should be very novel and having inventive step, then it can be patented.
Okay, sir. One more question, sir. Is any sort of funding, like that is the product is very costly to be developed? Any sort of funding facilities available from any source, sir?
Funding facility is not available through patent office, but it may be done through TIFAC, DST, and through even the patent office is nowadays giving. If one of the inventor is a woman, one of the inventor is a lady or a woman or a girl, then the patent office is giving the facility that it will be the patent application will be taken up for expiry examination. That will be processed immediately within a span of 1 year. That facility is available, and the funding things are done by through TIFAC, DST, and then Tamil Nadu Science Council Technology. These people are there taking for the they are analyzing your patent applications. Once you are going to them, if you are giving all the documents to them, they are analyzing the commercial viability, technical viability of the application, and they are giving the funding, not in the patent office.
Okay.
And being the patent facilitator, you can choose as an individual the patent facilitator, trademark facilitators. They are the patent agents, trademark agents. They will be helping you. That their names are listed in the ipindia.nic.in website. They can guide you as an individual, or if you are filing an expiry exam application. So, if the application is coming through patent facilitator, the patent office is exempting the fees, and it will be refunded to the inventor. So these kind of facilities are available in the patent office apart from the funding.
Like Santoshi Kumari madam, you have raised your hands. Can you unmute yourself?
Also, I'm Dr. Santosh Kumari from Vignan. I'm also from English background, sir. Very nice presentation, sir. So my question is, like you have concluded with a beautiful statement, intellectual property as intellectual profit. I'm also from a background, sir. So in what way patent helps English faculty? Can you throw some light?
As a language teacher, intellectual property, yes, they can't claim for a patent, but of course they can become a patent agent. since they are language teachers and literary, they are working in the literary. As a patent document, you might have seen that the claims are nothing but a gambling of words. You put the 11 words, 11 keywords, and make the the invention to be more supremacy with respect to other inventions. So that is a specialization in which the language teachers can play a big role. So if they learn the art of playing the words in the drafting of complete specification, it will be a big profit for them for drafting the complete specification. But for drafting a complete specification, they need to have a technical knowledge as well as the drafting skill in the language thing. Even if the technical person is coming to them, and if they are if they are able to understand the technical knowledge of that invention, and if they are well versed in the knowledge of English communication skill or the language, they can very well draft the patent claims and then get it registered. So in that way, it will be helpful for them.
Can you name some applications regarding CSC applications?
Facebook company has given a lot of applications, and many of their private and security features have been refused by the Patent Office under Section 3 of the Patent Act. And Yahoo company has filed a lot of applications on instant messaging system. And you might be knowing that Tencent corporation from China, they are also applying the similar applications with respect to instant messaging and server and all those applications. And many more applications are processed and they got a patent. And with respect to IBM and TCS companies, they are most of the applications recently I have seen is from the TCS. Even that ERP software and the ERP related applications have been granted patents. And especially in the field of IBM, they are applying patents in the field of processor, optimizing the processor, optimizing the BIOS system, optimizing all the hardware features of the motherboard. These things have been already been granted patents.
Okay, nice, sir.
Patent.
So, any more suggestions to the rural-based faculty, sir?
Rural-based teachers can facilitate their students to come up with new innovations. Even the school students also, we can give the awareness to the students how the innovations can be converted into patents. So, India is having a lot of high potential of innovative ideas, but those ideas are not coming to picture. Small inventions are being buried in their own land without registering as a patent. So those innovative ideas, the rural teachers can encourage those students, school students or their counterparts in the research field to put all the efforts in the research field and come up with a new product or device that can be useful for them in order to create awareness. For the funding thing, this TIFAC and the local industries, they can help you out, help them out in funding the organization. If your innovative idea is good, ultimately any funding organization, any institution will come to you and knock your door and then get it registered on their name. So that way also they can generate the fund, or by having, if they are getting a patent certificate, they can license it or they can manufacture on their own. It all depends on it. For funding things, if your innovative idea is good, if it is a creative one, automatically the companies will come and knock your door to give the fund, apart from the regular funding agencies.
Is programming code for specific or unique purpose will be eligible for patent?
Yes, ma'am. The Patent Act says that Section 3 says that computer program per se only not technical. It's a very hard thing that your computer program is unique. First, you register in the copyrights.
Okay.
And then the Patent Act does not allow the computer programs as such to be patentable. But if it is implemented in the form of a method or as a system, or if you are drafting in such a way that if it is giving a technical effect and contribution, then the computer program is patentable. if it is having a unique feature, as you said. If it is having unique feature, definitely it will be patentable. But before that, my humble suggestion, personal suggestion is you try to have a register the computer programs in copyright for multiple protection. Even if in the worst case, if the drafting is not good, for a patent application for a computer unique program, even if it is rejected in the patent office, you have the copyrights, you have the protected right. So that is always better to have two kinds of IPR protection for each and every product. There is a take for example of a mobile. The mobile will have multiple IPR. The display mechanism is protected under patents, and the photos and the videos which is taken is protected under copyrights, and the design of the mobile is protected under industrial designs. The chips designs are protected under layout of integrated designs. So it is possible that even for a single product, there will be multiple IPRs protection. A similar way for a computer unique program, if your drafting is very good and if it surpasses, if it bypasses section 3K, then it might be patentable and you'll get the protection for it. But my humble suggestion is to protect before the patent protection, go for a copyright protection and then do the patent protection simultaneously.
One more question, sir. Is copyright with author name will be acceptable with any publication agency like IIT?
Yeah, that is the reason like that presentation of information is not patentable under Patent Act, but it can be copyrightable.
Okay. So once that is this clarification, sir. Now we came to know how important documentation is by attending this session, and hopefully this will help all the delegates. And finally, we thank our chairman, Shri Dari Ratnakar, for his constant support in conducting the technical sessions for knowledge sharing. We thank Shri K.C. Das Garu, Director Personnel, RINL, and the Chairman of CSI Vishakhapatnam Chapter, and Dr. B.G. Reddy Garu, General Manager, CSI Secretary, for their immense support in conducting the activity in the opening remarks. Finally, we thank all the participants for registering and patient listening with an intention to gain knowledge for applying a patent. Thank you very much, Raja sir.
One question was asked by somebody else. If an organization has a process patents, how to ensure that other organizations are not using it? I mean, how to ensure patent enforcement? That is a question raised by somebody else.
Yes, sir.
Galaxion. So we are not into patent enforcement. IPR office is only service-oriented office. You give the document, we process it according to the Patent Act, and we give the patent. But we are not into patent enforcement. Patent enforcement has to be done by the individual. So it is not lying on the patent office responsibility. But if the organization has processed patents, how to ensure other organizations are not using it? We are not in a process to. See, if you are coming, if X company is coming to me, I give the patent if it satisfies the patentable criteria. If the Y company is coming, we give the patent if it satisfies the patentable criteria. So it doesn't mean that the concept may be the same for both the companies, but there will be some minor modification. We scrutinize it and we classify it and we process it accordingly to worldwide database. We search it and then we give the patent to each and every company. But if it is infringing their own technology, then it is up to them to go and fight it out. That can be done through IPAB, Intellectual Property Appellate Board. That is situated in Chennai. That Chennai office, it is having the headquarters. It is headquartered in Chennai. That IPAB can decide on the whether the patent given by the patent office is valid or not. So even if the IPAB is not able to process it properly, they can go to High Court. I mean, they means the applicant as well as the opponent, the infringer as well as the patentee can go to the IPAB, as well as if they are not satisfied with the decision given by the IPAB, they can go to the High Court. If it is not resolved in the High Court, they can go to the Supreme Court. So the enforcement is not done by the patent office. It is done by the outsiders like IPAB, High Court, and this thing. Otherwise, we can do the outside arbitration. Thanks a lot, ma'am, and giving me the opportunity to enlighten you all people. And because of, it's a very good opportunity to interact with all academicians. And it's sharing of thoughts is always good. Thank you once and all. Thank you, CSA also. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you.